Horrid and Moody Margaret by Francesca Simon. Chapter 1. I'm Captain Hook. No, I'm Captain Hook. I'm Captain Hook, said Horrid Henry. I'm Captain Hook, said Moody Margaret. They glared at each other. It's my hook, said Moody Margaret. Moody Margaret lived next door. She did not like Horrid Henry, and Horrid Henry did not like her. But when Rude Ralph was busy, Clever Claire had flew, and Sour Susan was her enemy, Margaret would jump over the wall to play with Henry. Actually, it's my turn to be hooked now, said Perfect Peter. I've been prisoner for such a long time. Prisoner, be quiet, said Henry. Prisoner, walk the plank, said Margaret. But I've walked it 14 times already, said Peter. Please, can I be hooked now? No, by thunder, said Moody Margaret. Now out of my way, Worm. And she swashbuckled across the deck, waving her hook and clutching her sword and dagger. Chapter 2. Margaret has eye patch and skulls and crossbones and plopped hat and cutlass and scrap and sneakered knees. Henry has a stick. This was why Henry played with Margaret. But Henry had to beat trouble things before playing with Margaret's sword. Sometimes he had to sit and wait while she read a book. Sometimes he had to play Mom and Dad with her. Watch the ball, please don't tell anyone. Sometimes he had to be the baby. Henry never knew what Margaret would do. When he put a spider on her arm, Margaret laughed. When he pulled her hair, Margaret pulled his harder. When Henry screamed, Margaret would scream louder, or she would sing, or pretend not to hear. Sometimes Margaret was fun, but most of the time she was moody or grouchy. Chapter 3. I won't play if I can't be hook, said Horrid Henry. Margaret thought for a moment. We can both be Captain Hook, she says, but we only have one hook, said Henry, which I haven't played with yet, said Peter. Be quiet, please, shouted Margaret. Mr. Smee, take him to jail. No, said Henry. You will get your reward, Mr. Smee, said Captain, wave her hook. Mr. Smee dragged the prisoner to the jail. If you're very quiet, prisoner, then you will be freed and you can be a pirate too, said Captain Hook. Now give me the hook, said Mr. Smee. The Captain reluctantly handed it over. Now I'm Captain and you're Mr. Smee, shouted Henry. I order you everyone to walk the plank. I'm sick of the playing pirates, said Margaret. Let's play something else. Henry was furious. That was just like Moody Margaret. Well, I play pirates, said Henry. Well, I'm not, said Margaret. Give me back my hook. No, said Henry. Moody Margaret opened her mouth and screamed. Once Margaret stopped screaming, she could go on and on and on. Henry gave her the hook. Margaret smiled. Chapter 4. I'm hungry, Margaret says. Got anything to eat? Henry had 3 bags of crisps and 7 chocolate biscuits hidden in his room. But he certainly wasn't going to share them with Margaret. You can't have a radish, said Henry. What else, said Margaret. A carrot, said Henry. What else, said Margaret. Glove. What's glove? Something special that only I can make, said Henry. What is in it? What's in it? That's a secret, said Henry. I bet it's yucky, said Margaret. Of course it's yucky, said Henry. I can make the yuckiest glop of all, said Margaret. That's because you don't know anything. No one can make yuckiest glop. Then I can't. I dare you to eat glop, said Margaret. I double dare you back, said Henry. Dare go first. Margaret stood up very strange. All right, said Margaret. Glop stayed with snail and worm. And she started poking under the bushes. Got one, she says, holding up a fat snail. Now for some worms, said Margaret. She got down on her hands and knees and started digging a hole. You can't put anything from outside into glops, said Henry quickly. Only stop in the kitchen. Margaret looked at Henry. I thought we were making glop. She says, we are, said Henry, my way, because it's my house. Chapter 5. Horrid Henry and Moody Margaret went into the gleaming white kitchen. Henry got out 2 wooden mixing spoons and giant red bowl. I'm stuffed, said Henry. He went to the cupboard and opened the door wide. Pour it, said Henry, and he poured some into the bowl. Margaret opened the fridge and looked inside. She grabbed a small container. Soggy semolina, shouted Margaret. Into the bowl it went. Cold Sam, spinach, coffee, yogurt, flour, vinegar, baking beans, mustard, peanut butter, Moody cheese, pepper, rotten oranges, and ketchup, shouted Henry. He scored the ketchup until the bottle was empty. Now mix, said Margaret. Horrid Henry and Moody Margaret grabbed hold of their spoon with both hands. Then they plugged the spoon into the glop and began to stir. It was hard, heavy work. First, then faster, harder and harder they stirred. There was glop on the ceiling, there was glop on the floor, there was glop on the clock, and glop on the door. Margaret's hair was covered in glop. So was Henry's face. Margaret looked into the bowl. She had never seen anything so yucky in her life. It's ready, she says. Chapter 6. Horrid Henry and Moody Margaret carried the glop to the table. Then they sat down and stared at lumpy, slimy, soggy, sticky, smelly, gooey, glummy, crusty, glumpy glop. Right, said Henry. Who's going to eat first? There was a long pause. Henry looked at Margaret. Margaret looked at Henry. Me, said Margaret. I'm not scared. She scooped a largest spoonful and stuffed it in her mouth. Then she swallowed. Her face went pink and purple and green. How does it taste? Said Henry. Good, said Margaret, trying to not choke. Have some more then, said Henry. Your turn first, said Margaret. Henry sat for a moment and looked at the bowl. My mom doesn't like me to eat between meals, said Henry. Henry! hissed Moody Margaret. Henry took a tiny spoonful. More, said Margaret. Henry took a tiny bit more. The glop wobbled lumpily on his spoon. It looked like Henry did not want to think about what it looked like. He closed his eyes and brought the spoon to his mouth. Yum, said Henry. You didn't eat any, said Margaret. That's not fair. She scooped up some glop and tried to think what would happen next if they had not been interrupted. Can I come in now? Called a small voice from outside. It's my turn to be hugged. Horrid and Henry have forgot all about Perfect Peter. Okay, shouts Henry. Perfect Peter came to the door. I'm hungry, he says. Come in, Peter, said Henry sweetly. Your dinner is on the table. The end.